Hi there, thanks for joining us on this next video segment where we're going to be looking at the tired diver toes. So this one here, we are dealing with a responsive and rational diver, unlike some of the other scenarios we'll look at in a little bit. So the way we start these is through approach and evaluation and making contact with that diver. But first things first, I'm going to have my regulator in my hand like this, right? In the event I do need to put it into my mouth to get away from them. So this is something you can use as a teaching technique. You want to make that clear to your students that that's what it's there for, and you're going to be talking them through the exercise. When they perform it, they should have it in their mouth, right? Other things, since this is a responsive and rational diver, I don't want to splash them on the surface, right? That may add to the situation more than we need to. So first things first, I have a diver over here who is tired. So I want to talk to them first. Eric, you okay?
It's much stronger current than I expected.
So I want to make sure I talk to them continually through the exercise. How are you feeling? Can you inflate your BCD a little bit for me there?
Try, yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, just a tiny bit. I'm going to come over there and help you. Is that okay?
Yeah. Oh, that's better.
Right, so I've approached and evaluated. I'm going to make contact with them. All right, Eric, you doing all right? Let me just make sure that's inflated all the way. There we go, that one right there.
Oh,
Just lean back and relax. All right. And from here, we're going to have a look at the 3 different towing methods. All right, so for the first method, we're going to look at the tank valve tow. All right, so I've already approached, evaluated, and made contact with the diver. And just as a point, the diver could choose to keep their regulator in their mouth if they wish to or not, their preference, right? So for this one, I'm going to hold on to the first stage here, nice and firm in my hand, and I can hold them out away from me, off to the side. If you want, you could position them between your legs like this as well, right? I find it personally easier to hold them off to the side like this, so I'm not kicking them, and I can continue to talk to them and look at them and reassure them while we tow to safety or to the exit. So I want to make sure I continue to speak to them. Eric, you doing okay?
Yeah, better now, thanks.
You just relax a little bit, lean back, catch your breath.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. All right. And can you kick a little bit for me?
I'll try.
All right. If you can't, don't worry about it.
No, I can't do it.
For this next technique, we're going to take a look at the underarm tow. All right. So for this, we already assumed that I've done the approach evaluation and made contact with the diver. I'm going to use Eric again as an example here. Eric, if I can just spin you over this way. Okay. This is a nice method to use. It allows you to get really close to the diver. All right, so I'm going to stick my hand under his shoulder and just hold on to his forearm, or his arm like that. I have an arm back here in his BCD or on his shoulder, and keep a nice firm grip on him. And I'm going to kick kind of on my side while I'm making eye contact and reassuring him along the way. All right. So how you doing, Eric? You doing okay?
Better now, thank you. Yeah.
All right, just go ahead and relax for me. Breathe normally. You stick your regulator in there. There you go. Lean back, just relax. We're almost there. Nice, good job. You feeling okay?
I better.
All right, no worries. We're going to have a look at another technique here where we push the tired diver. This is a nice technique to use if you're covering long distances, or if the weather's not so great, or if you're in a hurry and you need to push them a little bit faster. This allows you to do that. So for this, I'm going to use Eric again. If I could borrow you, please, Eric. We've already approached, evaluated, and made contact, established that Eric is tired, that we need to get back to the boat. It's a little windy here, as I'm sure you can tell, so we're going to use this tired diver push. So, Eric, I just want you to keep your regulator in your mouth for me, if you don't mind, okay? And just lean back, relax. I want you to straighten your legs out nice and straight. I'm going to put your fins up on my shoulders and push you back to the boat, okay? Just let me know if there's any problems along the way. So for this one, I'm going to keep my regulator in my mouth while I conduct this exercise, and keep his fins up nice and high and hold onto his shins or his legs while I push him through the water. Okay, so here we go.
Just a few closing thoughts on the subject here. One thing you want to look out for as the instructor is to ensure that your students are continuing to reassure the divers while they're going through the exercise. And at the very end of the exercise, you want to reinforce the fact that they may need to help these divers in and out of their gear to remove specific equipment items, their BCD, weight systems, and things like that to ensure that they're able to exit the water safely.